In this tutorial, we will be taking a look at some of the video, image editing, and photo applications that come to Linux. Ubuntu Linux comes with a handful of very nice and helpful video, image, and photo applications with the default installation of Ubuntu Linux. And of course, there are many more available for download for free using the Synaptic Package Manager and other similar tools. All of those downloads using those tools are free, and so I encourage folks to explore additional options if the default applications are not sufficient. But the default applications are excellent. The first one is a movie player, and it's called Totem, and it's found under Sound and Video, and it's entitled Movie Player. Now, this particular computer does not have a DVD drive, so this movie player or any of the codecs installed. So currently, this movie player will not run. It will just start up and then close down because it doesn't find any of the necessary hardware or software. But if one has a DVD player and lives in a location where installing the multimedia codecs is allowed, then using this movie player allows one to view legally purchased DVDs or perhaps homemade movies or other similar video files downloaded off the internet very easily. The photo and digital and image applications, on the other hand, are found under graphics. Now, the first one to point out is a very nice application called FSpot. FSpot is a photo management application. It's sort of similar to iPhoto for folks who use the Macintosh. It's intended to be a tool to allow one to organize photo albums and photo libraries and things like that. It's very nice. It by default, of course, there's no photos currently on this particular system, but if one had photos, you would see thumbnails in this big open area, very nice looking thumbnails in this area, and one can use this slider here to slide through different years as one maintains a library of photos going forward. If one has a digital camera, attaching the digital camera and going to import will open up a box where one can select if that camera was installed, that camera would appear under import source, or right now, of course, it says no cameras detected, but if there was a camera, it would appear here. Or one can import from a folder if one simply has images to import. That's very easy to do. For example, importing the wallpaper would simply go there and import that into the photo album. It also allows one to view and edit photos by clicking Edit Photo. It has very nice red eye reduction and other, very, very basic but very handy little touch-up and other editing tools. One can view the photos in full screen and create a little slideshow on the computer screen. FSpot also has the ability to create tags. Tags are sort of a new way to categorize. Rather than creating a sort of fixed list of categories, one can create free-form tags, and you can create new tags on the fly with new photos, and just simply tagging photos with a handful of words, birthday, party, 2006, Jack, if one has a son named Jack, let's say, just creating words that are associated with a particular image, and using similar words with other photos makes it very handy to categorize and sort of group photos together that are of a similar subject matter. So FSpot is a very nice, actively developed, and handy application. Additionally, Ubuntu Linux comes with the GIMP image editor. Now, the GIMP image editor is a fairly complex application. It's sort of equivalent to Adobe Photoshop. And it has a somewhat of a similar interface, although it's not exactly the same. But the idea of the GIMP is to provide a very professional level tool that allows users to manipulate all kinds of images, not just photos. It's a way to create graphics and create wallpapers and just do all kinds of graphic design and graphic art and things like that. But it can be handy for photo manipulation and photo editing as well, because it can crop, it can resize, it can touch up, it can do a lot of things. It has a multi window layout or a multi-panel layout, somewhat similar to Photoshop and some of the Macintosh software, where you have different palettes or different toolbars open at any given time. But the GIMP, there are actually books written about the GIMP, just like with Photoshop. It's very powerful. It's an excellent application, but does have a fairly high learning curve. GThumb Image Viewer is a nice little simple tool to just simply view images very easily, such as this wallpaper of the tree. It just allows one to take a quick look at it in full screen, view a slideshow. It doesn't have any sort of tagging or photo manipulation, so it's not really a photo manager. It's just a way to view and manage any kind of images very quickly without dealing with cameras or anything like that. It's just a nice little application. So that is a summary of the video, image editing, and photo applications that come with Ubuntu Linux that are installed by default. Again, there are many more available for free download through the Synaptic Package Manager, but these default tools do work very well for most folks, and it's a very good start. So that's the end of this tutorial. Thank you very much.